A very good morning to class 7th. This is Kaushalya Rajpurohit, your social science teacher, and today we are going to discuss chapter 1 democracy. We have discussed some points of the chapter in our last video. Today we will continue the chapter. Another important feature of democracy is rule of law. It means that all are equal before the law. The president of the country and an ordinary citizen get the same protection of the law. It makes no distinction between the rich and the poor or educated and uneducated. It also assures that there is no one above the law. The rule of law also provides protection to the individuals against social evils such as untouchability, child marriage, sati, and other forms of discrimination. So, who makes laws for us? Unlike in absolute monarchy or dictatorship, where the king or dictator is the lawgiver, in democracy, it is the people who make laws for themselves. It may be done directly by the people themselves or indirectly through their representatives. In our country, it is the parliament constituted by representatives of people which makes the law. Now, we are going to see the topic democratic society. But before understanding it, we will see one example. To understand the concept of democratic society and economic democracy, Gopal and his family live in a hut outside the village because the villagers do not want this low caste family to live in the village. Gopal works the whole day in the field of his landlord, and his wife Devi does the domestic work at the landlord house. Despite their hard work, they get very unkind treatment from the landlord's family. Sometimes they think that animals are better off them. At the times of elections, however, everything changes suddenly. The landlord and his partymen go to their house and politely request them to vote for their candidate. This is one occasion in their life when Gopal and Devi feel they are recognized as humans. Again, when they see the big people standing in queue with them for casting a vote, for a moment, Gopal and Devi feel that all humans are equal. Once the election are over, they go back to the same old life of humiliation, and life goes on. What does democracy mean to the people like Gopal? Although they live in a democratic country, can we say that they enjoy equality in real life? No, they do not. For a democratic society, there should be a democratic society, equality, and economic democracy to make it really meaningful. Only then we can call it complete democracy. It is very important for us to understand the wider meaning of the democracy. Democratic society. When people enjoy the right to elect and remove their ruler, it is political democracy. Democratic governments become meaningful only if the society is democratic. In other words, there should be no discrimination of any kind in democratic society. No one should enjoy more privileges than others on the basis of religion, caste, race, gender, or place of birth. Economic democracy. According to economic democracy, there should be equal opportunities to be employed or to set up their own business. Everyone should have equal opportunities. Economic democracy also means absence of all exploitation. That is, workers should not be exploited by owners and peasants should not be exploited by the landlords. Equal wages should be given to all. No distinction should be made between men and women. Fair distribution of wealth should be in the society. If the wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few, there can be no economic justice. So, we can say that democracy is based on two important principles: liberty and equality. Individual freedom and equal opportunities are necessary conditions for democracy to be successful. Democratic government will be meaningful only if its citizens are socially equal and economically free. Okay, so this is all for today. Thank you.